Hi, it's April and it's Halloween, so I'm dressed as Minnie Mouse. I wanted to make a quick video on things I do to make protein shakes taste better. I have 15 minutes to eat lunch, so I just made a protein shake. Meal replacement shakes are a super handy way to just sort of like get all of your macros right and perfect in a short amount of time so that you don't have to worry about it. So here are all the ways that I make my protein shakes taste better. This is the shake I use. It's a meal replacement protocol smart shake. It's a brand called Weo. And when I first got this shake, it actually made me feel really bad about myself because it says on the bottom, metabolic syndrome treatment protocol. But the fact was, I was like 50 pounds overweight. Like I was probably knocking on metabolic syndrome's door. So this shake has 1 gram of carbs, 12 grams of fiber, 22 grams of absorbable protein. And it clocks in at usually like 200 to 300 calories depending on what you add to it. So I really like it. But you can use other shakes. I think the Vega Sport shake gets really high reviews from people who like it as a meal replacement option. So things I do to make it taste better. Add a tablespoon of cocoa. Really high quality cocoa. Not chocolate powder, which sometimes has sugar in it, but just legit cocoa. You can also add malted milk. A tablespoon of malted milk adds a lot of flavor, and it goes a long way in a chocolate shake. Sometimes if I really need it, like I'm craving ice cream, I will add the cocoa and the malted milk, and that will make me feel like I've had something at least a little decadent. I always make my shakes with almond milk. Organic, unsweetened almond milk. That is what I use. I buy organic not only to support the farmers, but because it's good for my body. You can't always buy organic everything, but organic almond milk is not that much more expensive than non-organic almond milk, so I pay extra. Sometimes I swap in coffee, or even really strongly brewed unsweetened Thai iced tea in like a vanilla or chocolate shake. Depending on if you're in the mood for a mocha or just a coffee flavored shake. That's really basic. You can put a tablespoon of True Nut powdered peanut butter, which you can put that in a vanilla or a chocolate shake depending on what you feel like. Sometimes I will add a couple of tablespoons of non-fat Greek yogurt just to make it taste cheesecakey. You can add a little bit of lemon extract to a vanilla shake. I don't recommend lemon in a chocolate shake, but if you want to try it, try it. But it gives it like a little bit of a tang. And during the holidays, if you want to get super fancy, you can add a couple of tablespoons of Greek yogurt, non-fat, and some steamed pumpkin. I start with a couple of scoops, like maybe a quarter cup of pumpkin, a couple of tablespoons of Greek yogurt, and then a teaspoon of pumpkin spice seasoning. And then it kind of tastes like a pumpkin cheesecake smoothie. So that's a good one. Also, you can pump up the flavor of your shake by adding vanilla or almond extract. My favorite, peppermint extract to a chocolate shake. Kind of makes it taste like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I have a very vivid imagination. You can add maple flavor to a vanilla shake for a little bit of fall. I like to sometimes put maple and a little bit of the almond because it gives it doesn't taste like pecan, but it tastes like, sort of a maple nut flavor. I always add a tablespoon of Udo's oil. It's their 369 blend. You can get this at Whole Foods. When I try to take fat out of my shakes, because these shakes only have about 2 grams of fat, when I try to take fat out of my shakes, I don't feel as satiated. And I start to crave carbs, and it just sort of goes downhill from there. So don't be afraid of fat. Sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh my God, 120 calories per tablespoon. But that fat is going to tell your body, hey, I'm full. I'm okay. I don't need to eat again. So always add a little bit of fat. You can use coconut milk instead of almond milk. It has a little bit higher fat, or every once in a while I'll try macadamia milk. When you add fruit to your shakes, always make sure that you have fat in that shake, and stick to berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, mixed berries, strawberries, and try to stick to no more than a half a cup unless you are super, super hungry or you've worked out that day, because they do have carbs in them, and it will increase your carbs, even though they have fiber, which is really good for you. Sometimes I just love having like a thick strawberry milkshakey shake. So I'll add strawberries to it. And that is how I make a shake taste better. Oh, one more thing. This brand, Marsden and Bath, you can get it on Amazon. They make a butterscotch flavor that if you put just like a half a teaspoon in a vanilla shake, it almost makes it taste like the butterbeer that they have at Universal Studios. It doesn't taste exactly like the butterbeer because, of course, that's loaded with sugar and it has a ton of marshmallow fluff on top of it, but it's still good. Yeah, so those are my tips and trips for making a protein shake taste better. And with that, I'm out.